On the day, hey, it's gonna be a good day. Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another series on the backend deal. We're still here. We're still doing it. We're still doing the thing. We got a whole bunch more things to do. Come on now. Oh, guys. Side note, if you're watching this and who you are, you're the man. You're the man. Okay, so let's dive into today's deal, guys. I got some cool stuff coming out with the blockchain stuff. I love the Web3 stuff the most. You know, that's my go-to. But what I love just as much as Web3, or second in line, backend engineering. So let's dive in. Let's learn some more about terminals and terminals. Okay. So what did we cover last time? We did a bunch of stuff last time with the file systems, navigating things. We figured out some search commands. It was great. So this is just going to be a go-to tool for us. The terminal is going to be amazing all the time for us. So let's learn some more about it. Okay. Unix-like system, like the one you're using, support multiple users. Each user has their own home directory, their own files, and their own permission. If you're like most people nowadays, perhaps that's us, perhaps we are, you're the only user on your machine. Very fair. It used to be more common for people to have multiple people sharing a single computer, not as much these days, or multiple people shared the same computer over a network to do their work. Okay, so the sudo keyword was the run command as a super user. It's short for super user do. You gotta love that. You gotta love. you gotta have to love that. Like what does it actually mean? It means super user do. you gotta have to love that. Okay. So to use it, you'll need the password and with the super user's privileges, which you should already have if you're the machine's owner. So unfortunately, I am. So it's pronounced sudo or sudo. It's kind of how I say it, but sudo. Others are pronouncing it sudo. I'm a sudoer. I'm not a sudoer. I'm a sudoer. Personally, but okay. So we can run the who am I terminal in our deal to see who we are within our machine. Okay, so I'll pull up my little term. Boom. Who am I? I am this user. Boom. Okay, cool. So then I could say sudo who am I, right? My little term. But I am root. I am Groot. Next to run. Boom. Okay, let's see. I think it wants us to do this one. I am Groot. This is me. I am Groot. Without the G. I came up with two puns right here, right? The term, we should call our terms presidents because they're timeless presidents because they keep having terms, termy terms. And then we could call Groot, little root, little root without the G or something. I don't know. We could come up with better names nowadays as developers. The Groot, I just feel like there's some easy connections here with Groot, root, little root with the G, little G, I don't know. There's some low-hanging fruit somewhere in that. There is. Okay. All right. So permissions. In a Unix-like file operating system, permissions control who can do what with which file. So I have policies in AWS. Okay. So the permissions of an individual file or directory are visually represented as a 10-character string. Fun. Directs. Which permissions allow everybody to read? I'm not sure. Let's break down each character and let's see. Okay, so regular file, boom, dash. So dash regular file, D for directory. So directory, row X. That's kind of fun to say. Okay, so the next 9 characters are broken up into the sets of row X, which represents the permissions for the owner, group, and others. So read, write, extreme. I don't know. So in order, each group represents these things. So all permissions, read and write. Guys, I don't know if I have a slur or a lisp sometimes. You know what I mean? And I used to be a rapper. I could get a little quick with it. But when it comes to read and write. Saying read and write, that's tough. That's a little tongue twister, that's gonna tear me up, That's tearing me up. Okay, so R-X is read and execute, but not write. Okay, so this is read, write, execute. All permissions. First character is the owner permissions. The owner is usually just the user who created the file or directory, but it can manually be changed. Got it. Okay, so I'm learning about smart contract. and deploying, and you initialize the owner of who deployed the contract. My brain like, okay, so same thing here. The directory, you deploy, you build the directory, you're deploying a directory, you're the owner. Nice. Full circle moment. Full circle moment, folks. Full circle. Okay, so the next characters are group permissions. Unix-like systems support groups or users of file. Boom, that can be assigned to a single group. To be honest, unless you're a sysadmin, you often don't have to worry about groups. These last three characters are other permissions that everyone else does. Or these last three characters are others permissions? This is everyone else. Okay, so in my experience, you're just doing the programming work on your local machine. Rurex. You can do everything. Rurex. A file where everyone can execute it and read, but only the owner can write. Okay, so I see that. So got it. Okay, so this is a directory where the owner can read, write, and do whatever. So everyone else can read and execute. And this is only the owner can do anything with that directory. Okay. All right. So what permissions, now that we've learned, which permissions allow everybody to read? This one right here sure does. This one allows everyone to read as well. Oh, this is actually the only one that allows everyone to read. Got it. I didn't see the tail end there. Yeah, somewhere between dyslexia, slurs, double vision, throw it all in the mix, I'm just messing around. That would be so funny. That would be, oh, yelling hailer. All right. Enough edgy jokes. Time to zone it, folks. Okay. All right, so permissions. In a Unix-like operating system, permissions control, let's just read the right side, right? Which permissions allow the owner to execute? We need an X on the first one. So none of them? Permissions. Oh, is this different from what we just learned? Allow the owner to execute. There needs to be an X right at the front one, but I don't see any. Was it something owners groups, system owners groups, or was it owners systems groups? This is the one with X in it, so I'm going to go with this because it has to be executing, right? Kind of makes sense. We're there. So what is the first one? Oh, dash. That's for regular file. Got it. I thought it was all bumped over one for some reason. All right, we got it. We learned. That's good. So changing permissions. The chmod command lets you change permissions of a file or directory for change mode. Sweet. Okay, so as a part of your security audit, you need to know who has access to the files and who doesn't. Good old audit trail. That's a good thing. We might want to set up a Kinesis stream in AWS with Athena or not. We might just want to use the chmod. Either or. Tomato, folks. Tomato. All right, so the ls command has a -l option, which allows you to print out the permissions of each file in long format. Run this command inside the World Bank private directory. Okay, let's do it. So we'll pull up in our terminal one more time. Actually, where did we put the World Bank? Was it? Yeah, right here. Cool. ls-a. So that's going to print out all of our deals. I don't know if we're supposed to keep this 16 in there. I think we were. Okay, let's try that. Nope. I need to go to the private directory. My bad, guys. My bad. I did not mean to do that. I meant ls-l. There we go. Okay, let's try that then with the space. See if it lets us in. Nope. What about this? Nope. What about... Oh, here's all those directories though. The rurex stuff. Okay, what is going on? What is going on over here? Okay, so change mod. Oh, we probably need to do something else. Okay, so in the command, change the permissions of the private directory and all of its contents. Okay, so we do what is the -r recursive through all the folders? Okay, and then we change the users to read, write, and execute. Got it. And then we want to do this directory. So we'll do that for... Do we need the space, or is this supposed to touch the output right here? Okay, so we have users, groups, output. Is that what it is? Users, groups, owners, duh. Okay. Users, groups, others. My bad. No, my bad. I was wrong. Not owners, duh. It's others, duh. Okay, so this boom usually means set the permissions to the following. Okay, so once you've changed the permissions, run the ls-l command again. Okay, let's see. So in the command above, should we run this command? Is that what they want us to do in the directory? So we'll do this, but we will change this to / to say this directory. I think that'll actually do what we were supposed to do. And let's see, either that or we just completely changed all the files here. Yeah, we did that. Oops a daisy. Okay, let's take a look, see it's the solution. Okay, this is what we have. Oh, it just wants one of them. Inputs must match one of the following. Okay, so I think I reread that wrong. So boom, definitely pasted over or just glazed over what we were supposed to do. Okay, so paste the 10 character permission string. Got it. That's what it was asking for. So it's asking for one of those guys, which we did do correctly. Looking at it, we did proper. Okay, so executables. You're familiar with the idea of reading and writing files. I am now. But what about executing them? Executable files are just programs that you can run on your computer. Got it. So these are shell scripts, the .sh files. They're extensions that contain shell commands. You can run a file on your machine just by doing my directory.sh if it's a shell script. Okay, so interesting, in the program, your program is in the current directory. You need to prefix it with the /. That's what we just did on the terminal deal. Okay, so as far as the file paths go, // this and program.sh are the same if we're in this directory. Let's see, for the alias or for the current directory, it's an alias for the current directory, the /. So we need to prefix this when running executables so that the shell knows we're trying to run a file from a file path not installed in a command, or not an installed command like ls, make directory, or change mode, etc. Oh, so here's our assignment. There seems to be a suspicious script into the World Bank private bin called this, and it looks like it's generates some sort of identifier. First, let's remove our ability to run it just to see what happened. I kind of want to run it. You know what I mean? Before changing the ability to run it. Oh, okay. So we do have to do it. So we have this, the -x flag simply remove the executable permissions on the file. Wouldn't that add the permissions? Okay. I kind of want to run it first, just to break some rules, do some things, break some rules. Okay, so let's CD. I'll first clear, and then we'll CD to the World Bank, and let's CD to private, and let's see. We have a weird Genesis.sh, or gen IDs. So let's do ./ this boom. Oops. / boom. Interesting. Oh, it's in the bin. Okay. CD bin. Oh, there it is. Gen IDs dot / Ooh, there it is. Okay, that's kind of cool. So it runs all the IDs. Let's change the executable on it, and let's try to run it one more time, which I don't think permissions denied. That's kind of cool. The error occurs because the executable permissions are set for the owner to not do that. Okay, so let's add permissions back. So we can just do gen IDs.sh, where we prefix this change mod with a plus now, it looks like. And let's see. And we can do it again. Cool. Okay, so tips. You'll frequently run into download scripts in your machine. Use the add executables command quite often. Okay, so let's see what we are supposed to paste in there. I think it's going to be all these IDs. Let's try. Boom. There it is, guys. This is kind of fun. All right, we got the 5 more lessons to blaze through. 1, 2, 3, 4, guys. The math is almost there. Not bad, right? 4 or 5. That's like that's one away. That's pretty good. Okay, so the root user is a super user. It has access to everything on this system and can do anything. When you use the super user do command, freaking love that. I don't know why it reminds me of Super Troopers, but it just the super user do command. You're running as the root user as long as your system hasn't been configured differently. The sudo keyword is convenient because it quickly gives you elevated permissions to run a single command. Ooh, which is a super user? Well, I got it. They better have a bonus point on this or something. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. That is some booty. They should have at least had a little Chuck Norris slogan pop up. Can't believe they would just throw that in on us, Can't believe that. Okay, so we have RM, RF, some files you can remove, some files you can't, but you got to prefix it with the sudo user. Okay, so what is this? Some other machines will actually do no preserve root flag. It's still a very bad idea. Okay, so we won't do that. Okay, so what happens if you run the sudo rm remove the folder? We probably should have read that last bit, but we could read it again, I guess. So for example, however, it can be dangerous because it gives you access to everything. If you run a command with the sudo that you don't understand, you could do serious damage to your system. For example, rm with the r remove and the f flags could run on the root directory, which will delete all the files, and there's no going back for that. Okay, so don't do that. The R flag is for recursive, delete everything inside, and the F flag is for force. Most systems will prevent you from doing this, but if you run it with sudo, you've just turned your computer into a very expensive paperweight. Not a good time. Not a good time. Some modern systems will actually prevent you from doing this, and unless you safeguard it with that. Okay, so we will not do that. So what happens if you run sudo remove -rmf or rf? It's going to recursively and forcefully remove everything in this directory. Sudo rmf. Would this be the root directory? This could be the one or two somewhere over here. So your computer will be wiped clean of all its files, including the files needed to function. Potentially, your computer will be wiped clean. We'll just go with the first one. We'll see. Boom. Okay, so if you want to mess with your friends, if one of your friends did you dirty, I'm just saying, don't mess with the engineers. Don't mess with us. Don't mess with. We're loaded weapons. One super user do rmrf command and you're done for. Okay? 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 Next time your girl starts acting up, no, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Okay. Hot take. Let's cruise back on. So shown. So when do you need to use sudo? The chmod change mode allows you to change the permissions of any file or directory that you own. But what if you don't own the file or directory? That's where the super user do is required. Let's change ownership of a directory. Show how it works. So change ownership command allows for you to change the file or the owner of the file or directory and its required root privilege. Okay, so let's navigate to the World Bank deal. Okay, in the private folder. Let's do this one more time. So we're already there. I'm just going to do cd ... Guys, my terminal looks bad with the blue. So we're actually going to hop over to iTerm just because color-wise, I think the rest is a little bit better for the colors I chose here. So, but tomato, it should work. So boom, we are going to cd into private. Oops, we are already in World Bank private. Boom. Okay, so we're in private and we're listing out everything. We should see a directory called contacts, and you should see a file called, let's just go ahead and cd here, boom, that, and we have an emergency.txt. So we can actually open that if we want. Emergency, boom, txt. Okay, so that's the emergency. Let's get out of the emergency. So there's some personal information of employees. We don't want everyone to see this, I imagine, so we want to restrict access. So super duper user change ownership -r root context. Let's break it down. Okay, so paste, but how does it change the ownership? Do we need to say who could read the thing? Let's see if, okay, so we don't want it all, boom, boom, boom. Let's break down what's happening. So super user do, it's running the command as the user, change owners, changing the owner, it's recursively changing everything inside. The root is the name of the new owner. Got it. So the root is going to be the owner. And then contacts is going to be the directory we want to change. Okay, so let's give it a go. It's going to ask for a password here. And maybe what I need to do // or I could cd ... and it should, boom. So I think that worked. Let's try one last time. Permission denied. Nice. So now if I say sudo lsl, what would that do? Popped up. Kind of cool. That's pretty cool, guys. That is pretty cool. So how do we change it to everybody? Can we just do a star command? Would that work? No? Okay. Okay. Let's paste in what we're supposed to. Permission. Was that what we were supposed to paste in? Paste only the line from the context. Oh, is it just this? Permission denied. Okay, we're going to take a peek, see at the answer. What was it? Paste only the line from the output that represents the context directory and submit your answer. What do you mean? What are those? We're getting permission denied. What are those? Who am I? Oh, I'm not the root. Okay, so we actually need to, we're gonna change this to this guy right here. Program with bags. Oh, that's not a real username. Forgot the E. That guy's Italian. Okay, so let's try this one more time. ls-l, boom. And there we go. That's probably what it wants, right? Let's keep messing around until we get it right. We even read it. I forgot. I forgot. I scrolled down and golly. Okay, so why is it following checks run against both? The input text must contain one of these and must not contain one of these. So Why? Is it because I'm in the wrong folder? Is that why? Okay, so let's see what it does contain. It still contains all of those. So, okay, let's try it one more time. Let's try this exercise one last time. And let's not do this guy. Let's do root and boom. There we go. I think that's what it wants, right? So I shouldn't be able to. I can still access it. I can still see. Okay. All right, guys. All right. We're gonna be moving forward. We'll just put context and root in there. Crushed it. Okay. Before you, is this our last one? This is our last one for this chapter. What a fun episode it's been. What a freaking blast with you guys. You know, what a hoot and a holler. Okay, so before you start this assignment, wait. Guys, I might need to get the drum samples back up with this, with a few funny punch-in things and whatnot. Okay, so make sure the permissions on the World Bank private context directory are directs. That the owner is root and that you're not signed in as root. If you've done the following command, if you've been following all along, last one, this applies to us. This applies to us. All of those should be true. You can check with the ls-l command. Okay, so you told senior staff, hey, Chester, the context directory and its context, it has been deleted entirely. He would be like, Ryan, what do you mean? What do you mean? So go ahead and try to delete them with this command. It should fail to delete if we've done the proper ownership, but right now it'll just delete it. I'm fairly confident it would just delete it. So let's do the proper ownership here. Let's crack open the terminal one more time. Let's cd into contacts. Oh, permission denied. Okay, so maybe it'll actually, sweet. Okay, it actually did work. Guys, we actually hit it right on the nasal. Okay, so the contacts directory should fail to delete. Great. Try again using the sudo. Once you have confirmed you're able to delete it, we are going to delete it, folks. Now what in tarnation? Boom. Now it's deleted. Now it's gone. It's going. And that, folks, is how the cookie crumbled. I will see you on Chapter 4's episode talking about compiling versus interpreting. All right. See you guys soon.